I lost 100.
Guys, have you seen how much weight Amy Slaton has recently lost? Obviously, she's known for how much weight she's lost over the last few years.
It's time to get serious. Mama needs to be healthy.
But literally, just in the last few months, she's lost even more weight, and she's definitely the skinniest that she has ever been. And now, everyone's kind of wondering why.
It's just, I don't know.
And now we might just have our answer, because really, like, what has happened to her? Has she had another weight loss surgery, or has she just been really stressed because of her marriage falling apart? You guys won't believe the bizarre reasons for Amy's crazy transformation. So Amy has come a long way since the first season of 1,000 Pound Sisters, when she weighed a little over 400 pounds, but in a recent episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters, she revealed that she wasn't as close to her goal as she wanted to be after having 2 sons. So, I wonder if Amy's feelings have changed since the episode was filmed, though, since it looks like she's lost a shocking amount of weight recently, because both Amy and Tammy have been spotted out and about by many of their fans lately, and multiple photos of the sisters have been shared online to Reddit and other social media sites, and something in particular is extremely noticeable, that Amy appears to have slimmed down so much, even compared to what we're currently seeing on the show, and she's been getting a ton of praise and supportive comments from everyone, which I think is, really well deserved. And in one of her latest Instagram posts, it's clear that she's shed a lot of pounds, and the most recent set of photos she shared is just remarkable. And Amy's newest photos show her smiling and looking stunning in a black dress, and her jawline and collarbone were way more visible in these photos than in her previous posts, which tells me her weight loss has been significant. And obviously people are happy and, proud of her progress, but I feel like a lot of them are also wondering about the real reason for her unexpected transformation, because some people think that Amy might have had another weight loss surgery recently. And I mean, I can kind of understand why that's being speculated, because we did just see her ask her doctor in a recent episode if he thought she needed another weight loss procedure. But it's also important to remember that the current episode of season 4 was filmed last summer and fall, and I kind of feel like if she did have another surgery, we would have seen proof of that at some point before now. And not to mention, Amy had basically just recovered from a pretty serious operation not too long ago, and Amy had a C-section to welcome her second son, Glenn, into the world last July. So I just can't imagine that many doctors would recommend so many surgeries that close together. And it also turns out that Dr. Proctor had a completely different weight loss plan for Amy altogether. So Amy's doctor suggested that she completely cut out dairy, wheat, and carbs from her diet, but based on what she mentioned during the episode, it sounded like she was mostly struggling to find the time to eat healthy meals. Because between taking care of Glenn and, 2-year-old Gage, I wonder if some of Amy's weight loss might be due to how busy she's been. And that actually leads me to another possible reason for her astonishing transformation, because if Amy is nursing her newest son, or had nursed him in his first few months, that could have also jump-started her weight loss. And it's been proven that a nursing mom's body burns about an extra 500 calories a day on average. And I know she's talked about getting bottles ready for Glenn, but I'm not sure where she stood on nursing him at all. And I also kind of feel like Amy, knowing that Glenn would be her last baby, could have contributed to her recent weight loss in a seriously unbelievable way. So Amy revealed that when she had her C-section last summer, she also had a procedure done to prevent her from getting pregnant again in the future. And I feel like knowing that her body wasn't going through the unpredictable changes throughout pregnancy again might have led Amy to, being more focused and motivated, and in turn, reaching her ultimate goal of weighing 150 pounds could have felt more realistic and attainable. But there's another possible explanation for why Amy's figure is so much trimmer lately, and I honestly hope this isn't the case, though, because it's actually a little concerning. But Amy and Michael have filed for divorce, and in the latest photos of Amy that have been shared online, she's clearly not wearing her wedding ring anymore, and unfortunately, it is hard to tell, how Amy might be feeling about the alleged separation, because she's likely still under contract with TLC. But if I had to guess, I'd say that there are quite a few reasons why she's probably feeling insanely overwhelmed. So according to The Sun, after she called it quits with Michael, Amy moved into the Tammy's house along with her sons. And I'm sure you already know, but Amy has mentioned on the show before that she feels guilty at times for not being around to take care of Tammy. So now that the sisters are living together, together again. I wonder if, they've fallen into the same pattern of Tammy relying on Amy for support, and if that's the case, Amy will be taking care of her sister, as well as a toddler and a baby with no outside help. But that's not all, because obviously Amy's financial situation has probably changed now that she's not living with Michael and has both of, the boys on her own. And the Sun reported that Amy and Michael are allegedly fighting about their sons being on the show, and if Michael gets his way, Gage and Glenn won't be on TLC anymore, and that could be a major change in income for Amy. But even if the biggest adjustment has been moving out with her sons, I can only imagine that she's still beyond stressed. And when someone is stressed, their body starts releasing more chemicals that actually speed up their metabolism, which can cause someone to burn calories quicker. So if Amy is really overwhelmed right now, that could be, factoring into her weight loss. And I hope Amy hasn't slimmed down just because of stress, though, because that's obviously not going to help her health journey in the long run. But there could be a far less damaging reason behind her latest transformation as well. And I wonder if Amy's recent weight loss could have been caused by her potential revenge body, because maybe after her split with Michael, she wanted to show him just how successful she can be on her own. And honestly, what better way to improve her health and reveal an amazing transformation in the process? So, of course, there was always the chance that Amy was over Michael's lack of help with the boys long before she left, and maybe she's just ready to move on and meet someone new. And there really haven't been any hints on social media lately about a new man in her life, but I'm not sure that she'd be sharing those details yet anyway. And still, if Amy is interested in jumping back into the dating world, maybe that's why she's, restarted her weight loss journey. But I have a feeling that the odds of that happening right now are pretty slim compared to the next possible reason, because we have seen how worried Amy has been about letting her sons down, and she's so determined to be the best mom she possibly can. So I really think that the driving force behind her recent weight loss could be surprisingly simple, that Gage and Glenn might be the motivating factors for Amy wanting to be healthier. And I remember her saying that it was less difficult to chase after Gage when she dropped some weight, so she might just be keeping it at that. And of course, some of Amy's motivation could also be inspired by a different family member, and Tammy has allegedly been staying healthy and active after being released from the weight loss rehab center, and maybe that inspired Amy. I mean, I'm sure it must be at least somewhat helpful for Amy and Tammy to see each other make positive changes in their health and weight loss journeys. And after all, the progress that Tammy has made in just the last year is so insane. Tammy has reportedly lost about 300 pounds from her highest weight, and she weighs about 400 pounds currently. So, you can't help but wonder if she and Amy have been holding each other accountable to make, healthier choices and exercise regularly. And honestly, whatever the reason is for Amy's transformation, it must be incredible, because she's looking fantastic lately. But what do you guys think? And why do you think Amy's been shedding pounds like crazy lately? And what do you think about the progress she's made over the years on her weight loss journey? Guys, let me know in the comments below.